play together for 40 minutes, and I think tonight we did all three of those things. We played really hard, we played really tough, and we really played together tonight. And I think we've kind of been missing some of those pieces like coming up to this game, and so I think for us to, like Coach B preached that to us a lot lately, and I think for us to come out and do that tonight, like, shows that we're making improvement, and like everybody just felt good after that game because that was big for us to come out and do that.
I know coaches use the word grimy a lot recently. What does that mean to you guys, and I guess how did that show on the floor tonight?
I think that has a lot to do with our defense. We know that if we can get after our defense, it can translate and get us going on the offensive end. So being grimy, just hands in the passing lane, just being very active, and like she said, you know, extremely tough, extremely like together. And when we talk, I think good things happen.
What was the key to just the defense down the stretch, held them to less than 17% shooting in the fourth quarter?
I think our biggest thing with defense that we've struggled with the most is talking on defense. And I think tonight, I'm going to say we talked more tonight than we've talked all season defensively.
Yes.
And for us to talk on defense, it helps us move in to rotations better, and we're there. Give it to Kaylee Lehu, who took, 3 huge charges for us and got the momentum really going. But I think that all came with talking. Everyone was flying around, moving, talking, getting on loose balls, making deflections, getting in the passing lane. So I think for us defensively, it's just when we talk and we're playing together as a team, I think we're really, really good defensively.
You mentioned the active hands. You guys had a ton of steals tonight. You were the career high in steals tonight. Was that something specific in the scouting report, or is that just more about something you guys are focusing on overall?
More just something that we're focusing on overall. Like you said, Coach has been preaching to us about being together and being active on the defensive end. So I think us buying into that on the defensive end really paid off for us tonight.
How hard is it when you guys, it seems like every one of your post players is in deep foul trouble. How do you guys have to adjust to that?
I feel like with us, we're not really post heavy in a sense, and so we've kind of gotten used to playing like 4 guards out and 1 post in, offensively and defensively. And I think playing a lot of zone lately has kind of helped us in a sense because we're not playing man so much, so our guards aren't having to guard the bigs inside. So I think for us, obviously it hurts when our bigs get in foul trouble because who doesn't want to score in the paint? But I think for us too, our guards, we have some bigger guards that can play that 4 spot, and I think when everybody's just talking and moving and stuff like that, then it doesn't. We obviously miss the presence of having a big on the floor, but at the same time, I think that other people can fill that spot and make things still move the way we need them to move offensively and defensively.
You talked about the little things you guys did well tonight. Was there a point in the game where you kind of had a sense that those things were clicking?
I think it was from the get-go. Once we started talking, I think we all felt that kind of energy, and that's what kept us going. And then Kaylee taking those charges, that momentum swing there. So I think, once we figured out it was clicking, we were all in together, and I think that's what helped us out a lot tonight.
What was the biggest challenge with James? I know you guys kind of limited her in that first half, and then she kind of got hers in the second, went to the free throw line a lot. What's just, I guess, when you looked at how you guys were defending her, what was kind of the biggest challenge tonight?
She's obviously a really good player. I think she's like preseason co-BC player of the year. So, coming in, we knew she was going to be a tough person to defend. She really likes to put the ball on the floor a lot. And I think in the first half, we kind of didn't technically sag off of her, but we did sag off of her some, making her drive baseline. That's when Kaylee got to take those charges, and I think she was in foul trouble some of that first half and didn't get to play. But then she came out the second half and she was just ramming it down the lane line. So I think that was our biggest challenge with her, was the driving and stuff. But overall, I think we did a good job guarding her, and I don't think that it was where she was doing just overly way too much for them and making us have to pay for it defensively. So I think with her as a player, it's just her ability to attack the rim because she is so athletic.
Was there something in particular that was helping you guys kind of get in an offensive rhythm there late in the game?
I think it was our defense. I think it was us talking, flying around, getting deflections, getting steals. Everybody was just playing tough on defense, and I think that was the biggest thing for us that got our offense going.
Well, I'm going to start out by also thanking our student athletes for coming to the game tonight. Their presence was definitely felt. Even though we couldn't hit a 3-point shot there in that first half, they gave us a lot of energy, so I really appreciate that. And then the other 1,000 fans that were there, that was good. We just beat a really good basketball team, and I felt like the practices that we've had are the reason why. I told the team, and I was really honest with them, and they may not have liked it, but I told them that everybody that we're going to play is better than us. They're more talented than us, they're more skilled than us, they're bigger than us, they're better. And at almost each position, they're better than us. How do you compete when somebody's better than you? Our new mantra for the year, you play extremely hard, extremely tough, and together, and I felt like the young ladies did that tonight.
I know as a coach you'll try to keep an even keel, but I mean, is this the biggest one of the year so far?
Look, the Tennessee State was big because we hadn't won one, and I was like, are we gonna get one? So that was big. Any win is a big win when you are building a program. Any win is a big win whenever you're able to take care of home court, which, you know, we haven't been able to do so far this conference season. Every night, anything can happen. If you look at the scores from tonight, like, it's what? So winning at home is going to be big for us as we continue with conference play.
Did you get the griminess you wanted tonight?
Yeah, I did. And it may not be reflected in the fact that we gave up 20 offensive rebounds. But, you know, we got 16 ourselves. The points in the paint, 42-24, for a team that does not throw it into the post. That, I think, fast break points. I thought the fact that we struggled to shoot the three, but still found a way to win. Yeah, that was grimy. It wasn't always pretty. But the 13 steals, that might be a season record possibly. Oh, no, maybe with
I
not.
think 16 is the season.
Was that with the
16 or 17?
Was that with the Division I opponent?
Yeah.
Yeah, so with the Division I opponent, that could be, you know, a record for the season. So that's how you play grimy.
Kaylee Leahy gets to start tonight. Thought you had some big little moments, charges that the jump ball at the end. Just how would you kind of describe what she gave you guys tonight?
Well, I thought she provided us with some stability. And then, like you said, she made some toughness plays. Taking charges is a tough play. Diving on the floor for a loose ball, getting a tie-up is a tough play. And she was able to make timely, tough plays. What about that drive she had from the free throw line there in the second half against Miss James? And we all know how good of a defender she is, but she was able to drive it with her left hand and finish. And I thought she played really, really well.
When did you kind of have a sense that some things were going well tonight? It seemed like you guys just had a little bit of a spark from the start tonight. Did you feel like you started the way you wanted to?
Yeah. You know, yesterday we practiced starting the game, and the very first time we did it, it was poor, and then we did it again, and it was poor again. So we stopped practicing. We went and watched film because I wanted them to see how bad it looked. We talked about how we started practice the other day with 2-line layups, and our energy was so bad because they had to do 2-line layups. Even though on Wednesday, on Monday, it was so good. So guys, you have to be consistent with your energy. So we practiced the very first 5 minutes of the game, and I thought it was much better tonight. But that's a credit to those starters because they came out and they were different. They talked defensively, they were active, they were engaged, and that was good.
Adria tonight with leading the team in rebounds, 15 points for 7 steals. How much did things just kind of feed off her?
Well, I felt like we were struggling a little bit to score, and she was able to score for us because she was getting second and third chances, and she was able to score inside the paint, and she had a little floater going. But she was the queen of grimy tonight, you know? 11 rebounds, 7 steals, that's grimy, and that's what she has to do. And I challenged her, I told her, every point guard that you're going to look across from is going to be better than you. Now, did I mean that? She's going to listen to this. Yes, I meant that, Adri. But I know that that's how I have to motivate her because she likes being the underdog. She likes when people think that she can't do or she's not big enough or she's not good enough because this is how she plays. And so when she does that, I can live with the 5 turnovers. No, I can't. Yes, I can.
What was the key to just kind of getting the offense going a little bit? And it seemed like late in the game, 60% in the fourth quarter, but Bree had 17 points in the second half. Hannah and Ashton both started contributing in the second half. What was working right there?
Well, I thought that the fact that we pushed the ball, even if we didn't have anything in transition, we made them have to sprint back on defense. I thought that may have worn them out just a little bit because they're not deep, and the 5 that start are really good. But if you can maybe tire them out then maybe that will help you offensively and then hurt them a little bit offensively at the end of the game. And I thought that was huge for us. The fast break points I thought were big. Being able to get some easy ones in transition, being able to get some easy wide open layups I thought helped, because then you hit those, then it makes it a little bit easier to hit threes later.
With Mandy and Doc getting in foul trouble, it's just what kind of adjustments, if any, did you have to make to kind of survive that?
Well, we continued to play the same defense we were doing. I thought Jessie came in and did a really good job. And sometimes you look at Jessie and be like, what is she out here thinking? Because you never know. But I know that she's trying really, really hard. She got her hands on a couple of balls, and she may not have come up with the steal, but Adrian may have come up with it, or Bree came up with it. I thought she ran the floor, which means their post player had to run the floor. And I thought her giving us those spot minutes was really, really good. We had to move Kay to the 5. Like, we were literally playing Kaylee Lahue, who was, we listed her at 5'10", 5'11", and she was playing the 5 for us, and she did really, really well in that. So that was the adjustment we made with Kaylee and Ashton, excuse me, not Kaylee, Ashton, Kaylee and Jessie playing at the 5. So.
The shot clock violation at the end, I imagine you were pleased with that. I know you've talked about having to defend for a full shot clock, and maybe that hasn't always been there. What went right on that possession? Obviously a key one.
Well, I thought that Adri and Bree were really aggressive, and because that's the one where the loose ball came and she almost slid, so then they had to get it in the backcourt and bring it up. And then we didn't go to sleep. There have been so many times where we have watched this team be on our heels when the shot clock is at 3 and we leave somebody wide open for a shot. And they would just focus and engage, and they realized how important this stop was. We finished yesterday's practice doing stops for stop. And that's how you have to win to get out, to win the game rather. And maybe that helped with their sense of urgency, because you can get a stop and come down and score. And if you don't get another stop, the game keeps going. So this game could be as quick as a minute and 30 seconds, or it could take 15, 20 minutes for just one round to end. But I thought their sense of urgency was really good, and I think that drill helps with that.
I think that's all I got.
Coach, past couple games off the bench, Lakin goalie's been big shooting the ball, and then tonight Ashton shot much better than she's been shooting. How important is that to have somebody coming off the bench that can provide that kind of spark?
It is huge for us. Without us having Olivia, that's 20 points that we don't have. I thought, Bree has been Bree. She's doing what she has shown us that she can do. Tonight, Lakin was, I'm sure, at the front of their scouting report because she scored in double figures the last 2 games. And so they played her really, really physical. But that also allowed Hannah and Ashton maybe a little bit extra space, and they weren't as focused and attentive as they should have been with them, possibly. And they just, they were able to knock down the shots we know they can hit.
And do you think Ashton's more comfortable coming off the bench at all? Do you think that maybe is a better role for her as far as just, because she's been starting the past few games, and this one really good game off the bench.
Yeah, I think that Ashton is willing to do whatever the team needs for her to do. And we had a conversation this week and about some things, and I felt like Kaylee might be a better matchup for the situation, and I didn't want to put a lot of pressure on Ashton. And maybe she is better coming off the bench, but I know whatever I ask her to do, she's going to do.
And you mentioned Kaylee there, just how important is it to have her, kind of back into the groove of things again after that injury?
It's really good to have Kaylee back in there because, again, she provides us with some stability. And Kay's going to be at the right spot at the right time. And she's going to know exactly what she's supposed to do. And then for her to come out, we don't really ask her to do a whole lot, but for her to come out and just play good defense, talk on defense, block out, rebound, dive on the floor for loose balls, take charges. Like, we need somebody to take the charge in doing that. And, Deja has the ability to do it, and hopefully she'll get back. But then now you've got Deja and Kaylee and Doc who can all do the same thing, which we definitely need.
And also, Jessie and Ayana both playing some good minutes off the bench too for you. Just how important is it also to have just so many options off the bench to kind of change those lineups? Like you said, you had Kaylee at the 5 at one point.
I've been around this game a while and worked for quite a few different coaches, and some coaches have their 7 or 8 man rotation. If you don't fit into that, then you don't get to play. And I want players who I'm recruiting them to play, number one. and they have to compete and earn that playing time. And so if they work really hard in practice, I'm going to reward them. And if they can come in for 3 minutes at a time and give Adri or Bree a breather, or give one of the post players a breather and not hurt us, then that helps us right now, but it also helps them for next year.